What's going on to all of my expecting parents? I am so excited that you took initiative to finally create a unique maternity photo shoot idea that is different than everything else you have saw. Right, and this is exciting for me because I'm really on a quest to help expecting parents be the inspiration, and this is the first step in being an inspiration. So we're going to get straight to it. In this board, or in this video, I'm going to show you exactly, why you need to create a unique idea, and also how, or what to do. I'm going to show you what to do, and why you should do it. And then in the next video, based on whichever one you choose, and we're going to talk about what I mean by that in a minute, based on which one you choose, I'm going to show you how to create it based on your unique situation. So let me just introduce myself. I just want to introduce myself. My name is Jalen Dorsey Mitchell. A lot of people call me Jet, but you can call me Jalen. And I'm a maternity photographer out of Detroit, Michigan. And I go by the slogan of capturing the gift of life as it forms inside of you. And my main goal is to provide you an all-inclusive maternity photo shoot experience that allows you to be stress-free and have to do nothing but show up, right? No work at all, right? So the reason I made this is it's a lot of moms out there that do not know what to do. It's a lot of moms out there that don't have a theme or an idea, or they just stuck, and that can stop them from doing a maternity photo shoot. And I want to provide this resource to help you create a unique maternity photo shoot idea to be able to give to your photographer to execute. That's the goal, is to help you create a unique maternity photo shoot idea that you can give to your photographer to execute. So I made this super simple. We're going to jump straight into it. And I want to let you know that there are 5 steps to creating the perfect maternity photo shoot idea. And 5 easy steps that you can follow, right? And we're going to do these together in the later videos, the implementation videos, as I should say. But there are 5 steps to creating the perfect maternity photo shoot idea. We're going to start with step 1. Step 1 is you need to set the foundation. And when I talk about setting the foundation, I'm talking about on why we are doing a maternity photo shoot. This first step is very important because this is the thing that's going to determine all other decisions when it comes to creating your unique maternity photo shoot idea. So by laying the foundation, this will help us create an idea that is unique to you and allows your photos to stand out from others. That's the main goal. That's the whole reason to be unique, is to stand out from others and create an idea that's unique to you. So as we thinking about this, there are 3 main reasons, right? People want to do a maternity photo shoot. And when I say reasons, you can look at that as an influence on why you may want to do, you can look at that as an influence on why you may want to have maternity photos. You can look at that as what we may call your driver, like the real reason why. But there are 3 main reasons I found out after doing maternity photography that you may want to do a maternity photo shoot. So the first reason, of course, number 1, is you may be sitting there thinking, I have a baby shower coming up and I want to display the photos at the baby shower. So that's the first reason. The second reason is you may be saying or thinking someone passed away and you want to remember them, or you may have gone through some pregnancy complications like infertility, or you may have a high risk pregnancy, or this may be a rainbow baby and you really want to honor, this is more of like an honor reason of why you want to do a maternity photo shoot, because you never know, if you may get another child. You never know, you want to show how grateful you are for having this child, right? Or how grateful you are for the person that you want to honor, or someone that's passed away, right? And then the third reason is just because, right? It's just because, you more so want to remember the moment. And honestly, number 3 can tie into all the other numbers, of course, but you may be saying or thinking I've never done a maternity photo shoot, of course, because this may be your first time pregnant, or your other pregnancy, you didn't do one. So you've never done a maternity photo shoot before, and you really just want to document the moment. Well, I know a lot of moms, if you may fall up in the other 2 categories, you want to document the moment, but everyone wants to document the moment, okay? But it may be a specific driver, and that's what I mean, your real reason why. We need to figure out what is your real reason why. And with these 3 reasons why, I'm going to have an individual video that you can click and watch, where I show you how to create an idea that's unique to these 3 reasons. But for now, I want to just kind of help you paint the picture on what we are doing and why we are doing it. And we need to do this to create a unique idea for you so you can give it to your photographer and they can execute it. Because the worst thing is a photographer and a client having the wrong expectations with each other, and you're not getting what you want, and the photographer not being able to deliver on what you want. That's frustrating from a photographer's point of view. So step number 2 is we need to research. When I say research, we need to research things like sceneries, right? So example may be safaris, or it may be times in history like the 90s, or the feeling. This is mainly for my people that say, I just want to do a maternity photo shoot just because, right? The feeling you have if you are doing it just because. So what do I mean by that? Like you may be at peace. You may want to show, and honestly, to help you, you can ask yourself this question. What do I want my maternity photos? How do I want to feel when I see my maternity photos? And how do I want other people to feel when they see them? So you may want people to feel at peace, or you may want to look at the photos and feel at peace or be joyful, etc. So you want to create a scenery, or you want to research what are things that represent peace, what are things that represent joy, what are things that represents happiness, right? And while you're researching, you want to ask yourself what all is in that scenery. So if you're doing the peace scenery, what all is in the peace scenery? What does a peaceful scenery? What would a peaceful scenery look like, right? And once you figure out your scenery, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do this in the video that is for you, whichever one you choose. Now that you have the scenery, we need to point out key elements that represent that scenery so we can create a full looking set, right? It's so important that you create a set that is, I want to say, full, like that represents exactly what you are trying to do, right? So for example, right, let's say you're doing a baby shower theme. Let's say the baby shower, and your baby shower theme is Madagascar. And what I would do, and what I'm going to show you how to do, is you're going to look up what safari, for example, was Madagascar in. And then once we find what safari Madagascar was in, now we can find common things that represent Madagascar, or common things that represent a safari. And common things in the safari may be like the brown grass, or these type of trees right here, or these type of animals, or the type of safari dune buggy cars that they have, right? So we need to find the scenery. We need to do research to be able to build on the idea so we can make it unique to us, right? And now that brings me to step 3, which is building your idea, right? So in order to build your idea, we build our idea inside of Pinterest to have a visual representation of what we want the final idea to look like. Let me say that again. We build our idea inside of Pinterest to have a visual representation of what we want the final idea to look like. Right, so we find inspo for our background, we find inspo for our elements, we find inspo for our wardrobe, for you and your husband, or what we may call the subject. We find inspiration for your poses. We find visual inspiration for how you have your hair and makeup. Right, we do this so that you can have a visual representation of how you want your unique idea to look, so that you can create the final idea. And of course, step number 4 is finalizing the idea. So in order to finalize the idea, we take the visual elements that we have and put them inside of a mood board to send to our photographer when we find them. So literally, we do the Pinterest part, then we create what we call a mood board. I'm gonna show you exactly how to create a mood board. I even have a template. If you haven't downloaded the template, you'll be able to download the template. We take the mood board to use for the photographer, to use with the photographer. We take a mood board, make the mood board with the visual elements that we have, for our background, our subject, our elements, the props, the wardrobe, the poses, the hair, and the makeup, so that we can give it to the photographer, right? We can give it to the photographer. And that brings me to step number 5. We need to send it to the photographer, right? We need to send it to the photographer or give it to the photographer we have. Now, remember, the goal is for me to show you how to create a unique idea that is tailored to you, so you can be the inspiration and be different than everything you have saw, so that you can give it to a photographer to execute it, because you shouldn't be the one executing. The photographer should be executing it for you, right? You want to save your time, you want to be stress-free, and you want to be able to find the photographer that can execute your idea. All right, so let me tell you the wrong way to give a photographer idea. Like, this is so important. The wrong way to give a photographer idea is to find someone on Instagram, you send it to them, you say, hey, this is what I want to do. Can we do this? And they may say, yeah. And then you expect them to do this on the day of the shoot is not what you don't get the result that you wanted. That's the wrong way. And that's because you didn't clearly communicate what you wanted. And the photographer, one, didn't ask you questions anyways to personalize the idea for you. You basically just mocked someone else's idea. And we don't want to mock somebody else's idea. We want to create an idea that's unique to us. But the right way is the way that you're doing right now. The right way is creating a mood board, a full document to send the photographer, say, hey, this is my idea. Can you execute this? Do you think you can execute this? Right? And you know, I plan to make, you know, a future training or future course to show you how to send your idea to the photographer and what to look for and what not to look for and how to know if this is the right photographer for you. But until we get there, right? Until that resource is available, maybe by the time, you know, you watch this video or so, you want to you want to set your expectation. With this mood board is going to help you set the expectation. It's going to help you set the expectation for the photographer, and they can either say, yes, I can do this, or no, I cannot do this. Okay, it's super simple. That's the goal. And now that you have your idea, you have a sense of peace and sense of comfort of what you're going to do, and you have an idea that's unique to you. And now people can, you know, use you as inspiration, because like I told you in the beginning, you deserve to be the inspiration. So here are your next steps. I've created 3 different videos. One video that's tailored to moms that are more so baby shower driven. Like, I'm creating an idea that's more so driven towards my baby shower. I've created a video that's more so based on person, place, or thing of remembrance. So if you want to remember someone that passed away, or you went through pregnancy complications, or you went through rainbow baby, or you went through, you know, any pregnancy complication, or, you know, person, place, or thing you want to remember, then you want to go to that video. And lastly, I created a video for my people that's like, I just want to do a maternity photo shoot. I don't have no deeper meaning, which we all do. But if you are more so identifying with that claim, then I have created a video for you. Right? I've created a video for you. So I want you to click the video. Share this with a friend if you liked it. This will really help me out, help me get more married expecting couples, or just more married expecting parents, or expecting parents in general. Help them solve the problem of creating an idea that's unique to them. All right, I'll see you in the video implementation videos. Bye bye.